Hello, Ray Phoenix here again, and this time I'm going to be playing Sonic Isometric Blast on the Sega Genesis. This is a Sonic game that takes a very different approach. This time around we play an isometric playing field, unlike a side-scrolling playing field like in the other Sonic games that came before this. This game's really just an attempt at doing taking on, keeping up the times, because they know that these isometric games were becoming quite big around 1996, which is when this game came out. So they needed to make an isometric game of their own to compete with all the other isometric games that were coming out at the time. Like Mario 64 and all that other stuff that was coming, that was big in 1996. So yeah, in this game, Sonic has to go to an isometric island where he has to rescue isometric birds from isometric robots. Yeah, and the game feels like you're walking on ice, which I guess it must be icy in this world, this strange world that it's set in. I could barely get through this game myself because of how strange and how odd the control scheme is, which I really don't like the control scheme very much. It doesn't isometric controls. I mean, Q*bert kind of did a similar thing with having an isometric playing field, but Sonic doesn't do as well as Q*bert. Leave it for Q*bert. Q*bert's the one that should be in the isometric playing field, not Sonic. Yeah, again, Sonic doesn't belong in an isometric playing fields. I just saved the last bird there, the last flicky bird, so that's for this section, so that's good. Could put into the ring where I'll be sent back into the music in this game is very good. Yeah, I just noticed that. This game does have an awesome musical score. The musical score is well done, very good, no exception. I mean, Sonic games in general have good musical scores. Ever since the first Sonic game, they had musical scores. Even a lot of the bad Sonic games, like Sonic 06, those games had good, even though those games sucked, they still had awesome musical scores. That's one of the best redeemable features about Sonic. Sonic really did rule the soundtrack era back in the day. I hear this game also came out on the Sega Saturn. I don't know anything about the Sega Saturn version of Sonic Isometric Blast. I just know about this version on the Sega Genesis, which also is on Sega Genesis. This game also has nothing to do with the Sega Master System and Sega Game Gear game Sonic Blast, which is just this game. Well, it has a lot of the same visual effects as this game, but only it's not isometric. Instead, it's 2D side-scrolling. It's a 2D side-scrolling platformer, which is, I guess works out well. Sonic is supposed to be a 2D game. I'll eventually play regular Sonic Blast, but for now, I'm just stuck with Sonic Isometric Blast. I have to admit, the graphics of this game actually are pretty good, especially for Sega Genesis in general. Even for a late Sega Genesis game from 1996, it actually has very good graphics. Actually, has a beautiful, artistic, creative look to it, which I got to say is very good. I admit, I give kudos. I give thumbs up to those who designed the visuals. It wasn't their fault. The game they forced the game into isometric. Oh, I think we're about to go into an isometric bonus stage. Cool. An isometric bonus stage. Looks like we're walking over the Earth. Yeah, this is easy, except for the fact I just got hit there. For the most part, yeah, this bonus stage is easy. I bet I could play this on my foot and still do well with this. It's running over the world. We're not going very fast, because you can't go very fast in an isometric playing field in these isometric bonus stages. So I wonder if I'm going to get an isometric Chaos Emerald from collecting these isometric rings. Yeah, Sonic really doesn't run very fast in this game, which you'd expect speed from a Sonic game, but I guess speed doesn't really so much work in isometric. Again, as learned from Q*bert, because Q*bert didn't move very fast, and Q*bert was isometric. When they tried putting Pac-Man in an isometric game, that turned out pretty well, okay? Pac-Mania. Pac-Mania was a very good game, and that was isometric. If only Sonic could be more like Pac-Man and be even a good isometric. Oh yeah, I just got an isometric Chaos Emerald right now, so that's good, I guess. Yeah, Sonic got a Chaos Emerald. It doesn't say isometric, but we know it's an isometric Chaos Emerald. Come on, this is Sonic Isometric Blast. So it just needs to be a isometric Chaos Emerald. So yeah, it looks like I'm back to the beginning of the level again. Yeah, that Tails, he always takes you back to places. Tails, you know how annoying he was in Sonic 2? He was also annoying in Sonic 3. Tails has always been annoying. That's probably why they didn't put him at Sonic and Knuckles and all the games that came after, and well, except for maybe Sonic Advance, but they didn't put him much of the Sonic games that came afterwards. Ooh, last enemy there. Yep, I got him. It works best if you roll into them. Jumping into him doesn't seem to be very good. I made that mistake several times playing this game when I was a kid. It took me a long time before I figured out, oh yeah, you're supposed to roll. Like, come on, it's jumping. You always jump on top of things. Mario taught us that we always jump on top of enemies. Or we always bounce off enemies when we jump on top of them. Didn't we learn anything from Mario? Yeah, I'm saying that too much. Didn't we learn anything? Yeah, of course. Well, clearly you didn't learn anything, so I keep saying it. Again, I'm making the mistake here. You have to roll into... Okay, I rolled into that guy. That's good. I still like listening to music, and the music in this game is good. This has a good soundtrack. I'd buy this soundtrack if I found it for cheap. And what do those token things do? I noticed a bunch of those tokens with Sonic's hat on them. What do those things do? Do those give you new lives or something like that when you collect a certain amount of them? Do they unlock things? I don't know. Tell me in the comments if you know what they do. So yes, yeah, I collected quite a few of those. It worked best if you have the birds, because the birds could help you, get the tokens. But yeah, I'm doing pretty well for the most part. I'm speeding through. This is the first level of the game. This is also one of the only good levels in the game. Most of this game sucks. The first level was good. The second level was also good, but the second zone was also good. The first zone was good, but yeah, this game kind of the first 3D Sonic game was a lot better. Sonic Adventure is where it's really at. And of course, the 2D games are a lot better, as I keep saying. Sonic Spinball is a much better game than this. Sonic Spinball's an underrated gem, in my opinion. A lot of people seem to hate Sonic Spinball. I think Sonic Spinball's freaking awesome. I have to do a video of that game eventually, and I'm also going to do some of the other spin-offs that a lot of people don't know about, like Sonic, what else is there? There was Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. I already did Sonic R, but that's because, that was before I did commentary on videos, when I did Sonic R, but maybe I will do commentary on Sonic R eventually. But Sonic R is another underrated game. But then again, I never had it on Sega Saturn. I never had a Sega Saturn back in the day. I never played it on that Sonic Gems collection on the GameCube. And I think they made altered things and they put on the GameCube. Oh, here's Knuckles, so you get to a bonus stage. Okay, I'll give him my rings then. Oh no, I don't get to go to the bonus stage. He didn't give me my rings back. That Knuckles, that greedy shyster. He's been greedy to have it ever since he first appeared in Sonic 3. Man. Knuckles is the ultimate scammer. He makes Eddie from Ed, Edd and Eddy look bad. Maybe Eddie should take lessons from Knuckles. Whatever famous scam. I don't know, there's a lot of scammers in our world. Scamming's a big problem in our world today. I wish we could do something about it. Even Wario's been a scammer on a few occasions. Those Wario games are actually pretty good. I actually have one of those Wario games actually on the GameCube. What was it called? I forget what it's called. It's a Wario game on GameCube. I'll play that game eventually. I'm gonna play more GameCube games. A lot of GameCube games are fun. The GameCube was an underrated system. It's a shame it didn't last very long, and it's a shame it had what Nintendo was good at. It only really had one main Mario game on it, Super Mario Sunshine. I only had one main Luigi game on it too, which was Luigi's Mansion. And Kirby Air Ride was really good, and there's a lot of other games out there that are really good, but I think it should have had more. I wish they'd bring back that game instead of making all this new Nintendo stuff. Instead of making that Wii U system that probably cost them a lot and failed, they should have just brought back GameCube and quit making what with GameCube was and stuff. GameCube's fun. Sure, the graphics probably wouldn't be as good as today's standards, but you don't need good graphics to have a good game. I wish they'd bring back a lot of the old systems, a lot of the older systems, and start making new games. And I'd buy that. I'm sure a lot of other people would buy that. I know some people reproduce some new games for systems like NES, SNES, Sega Genesis, but I'm talking about more like eventually. I don't mean like unofficially reproduce. I'm talking about companies bringing back their old systems and making games for them again. Like Atari 2600, a lot of companies still make games for Atari 2600, which is another system I never actually owned, and I can't even find an emulator for that Atari 2600 anyways. But I really wish I could. If you know a good Atari 2600 emulator, please let me know in the comments. I will subscribe to you if you could give me a proper working Atari 2600 emulator. As well as maybe like and a bunch of your videos as well, which will ultimately support you and get more views in your videos. And if your channel's monetized, you ultimately get more money from that too, so that's good. I think a boss battle's coming up next now that I got through Act 2. Sonic got through Act 2, Isometric Act 2. And here's the first isometric boss in this isometric Sonic game. We're taking on isometric Dr. Robotnik, and he's flying around his isometric thing, dropping his isometric sphere with weird things on them, those cone things on them, and there, I give him a hit. I give that eggy idiot a hit. Ooh, I almost missed. Hit it, missed again. Come on, Sonic. I know you're better than this. Give him a hit. A blow to the head. Alright. Hit him again. Good. You don't need... I was considering doing full playthroughs of video games with commentary, but for the most part, I don't really have the time for that. A lot of the games I play, it's just, you don't really need to delve into them very much. You want to see the whole game, watch someone else. I think it's fun to play my own games and put commentary over them, play them for a little bit. A lot of these games aren't even worth playing in their entirety. It's like this game, for example. That's all I'll play for today. This is Ray Phoenix, signing out.